And then it's like millennials, the doorbell rings and he like slides off the chair and like drags his body into a different room. And then it's like Gen Z, the doorbell rings and they don't even like acknowledge that it happened.
Yeah. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to some more of Castlevania Circle of the Moon. Alright, so we continue our trek in the underground warehouse filled with poltergeists and thunder armors. You get that away from me. You get that away from me or so help me. Put that thing back where it came from or so help me.
So help me.
So help me. And cut. That's right, you die. You go away. Just float off screen. Thank you very much.
Floats away into the distance.
Okay. Got some king moths here.
So
Right.
where would you say this game falls in like the lineup of your favorite Castlevanias?
In the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah, this one's about in the middle. Absolutely nothing in the middle. Because it's actually a blend of classic Castlevania and Metroidvania,
Okay.
but it's kind of odd in its blend. So like it's very much like there's no shops, which is very common in Metroidvanias. You have shops. You have a variety of abilities that you just kind of learn,
Okay.
whereas this one's mostly based off drops. So I'll give you an example. In Symphony of the Night, you get new abilities like you can transform into a wolf, you can transform into mist, you can get different equipment. So like you can get knives and spears and swords, whereas this one's just the whip.
Okay.
Very much classic Castlevania. And most of your abilities come with the DSS cards. Now, if you're lucky in getting the DSS cards, you can probably have a good time because you can just experiment with all of them. But if you're like me and you only have like a handful, you're mostly going to be doing the same thing throughout most of the game.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd say this is, for what we've played so far, this is under the original Castlevania, but I like it more than Castlevania The Adventure Rebirth. Yep,
Okay.
that's where we're at so far. Ow, you son of a bitch. So there are future Castlevanias that I like better than this game, and there's future Castlevanias that I don't like as much as this game.
Well, because I know that, well, I know the title of your favorite one. It's like Reverie of Blood or something.
Rondo of Blood.
Rondo.
Yeah,
I knew it was R something blood.
yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, I was just curious where this one fell in the lineup.
In the middle. What about you? Of the three you've seen, where would this one fall for you?
You know, I think I would also put it in the middle.
Okay.
So right now, Adventure Rebirth is probably my favorite.
Is it because it's the first one, or?
It might be a little bit because it's the first one that I played.
Okay.
Also, it had easy.
That makes sense.
But it didn't feel as confusing as this one,
Right.
but it wasn't as difficult as the original.
The original. Gotcha. Okay. No, that's fair. And yeah, this is one of the trickier Castlevanias because, like, there's experimentation with the DSS Castlevanias, but because there's not much freedom in, like, the other abilities and shops and stuff like that, you have to find, like, just upgrades and hope for the best. Mm-hmm. Also, like, the next couple bosses are just brutal in difficulty.
Well, I feel like what made it confusing for me, like, whenever I started playing it, was just, like,
Following the map.
yeah, following the map. And
Yeah.
it's like,
You're not alone. I've seen a couple Let's Plays where people
Yeah.
are just like, have I been here before? I'm like, yes.
but it's like, part of me wishes that it's like the entire map was there, but it was like grayed out.
Okay.
So that way it would just be easier to be like, okay, is this an area or is this dead space?
Right.
Like, to kind of, and also just kind of gauge to see how far along you are and like what places you need to revisit.
I feel like I've said this before, but I feel like you'd really like the DS Castlevanias, to where there's dual screens, so
Yeah.
one's a map, or a status screen at all times. Oh, this is a holy armor. Stay away from them. They fire a beam of light from the tip of their sword. Not fun.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Yep, that's what they're calling it these days.
I'm gonna shoot you with holy water.
No, I'm the one chucking holy water. They're just shooting a.
Oh, I
beam
know.
of,
I
like,
was just
prismatic light.
looked comical to me because they're holy armors and
Uh-huh.
they're showering them in holy water.
I'm like, yeah, ooh, chunk of meat. And those are super rare in this game. Usually, like, you get a. Oh, look at that, 2 of them.
Ooh.
How about that? I'm starting to wonder if the card I'm using increased my luck. Probably didn't, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Yeah, meat is very rare to find in this particular Castlevania. Ow, you son of a...
Oh no.
Die, fox hunter.
Oh.
Yep, that's how you do that jump. Just stick it out a little bit so you can use them as a ledge. Damn it. Back up here, please. Thank you. Alright, MP max. And carry on down. Another thing, like most Metroidvanias, actually most Castlevanias, you beat the boss, you get a health restore. This is
Yeah.
one of the few games where you
don't.
beat a boss and it's just like, fuck you. Go
It's
to a
like,
save
hey,
room.
Good luck. Now you gotta get to a save. Oh, oh no.
Hang on, we got it.
It's the seance.
And Hearts Max. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, when we play another Metroidvania on the show, you'll see it. Ooh, and a potion too. They're being nice to me. It's probably because there's a brutal boss coming up. Hint, hint.
Yeah, I
hint,
was
hint,
about to
hint.
be like, it's because you're about to die.
But son, you're going to die soon. But yeah, basically. Oh God. Shoot. No. You don't want to get hit by that laser.
I feel like it's a one hit.
It's not a one hit, but it's pretty bad. The only like one hit I don't think is in this game. Like there's a couple attacks that like the final boss will do that can like take out a chunk of your health. Oh, these
Okay.
things suck. Succubus. Ow!
They suck, Ubis.
Yep. Well, they fly in like figure eights.
So good for Ubis.
And because you got knockback, they can launch you off screen. Ouch. Screw you. We're gonna go this way. Oh, lovely. A grizzly. Fucking cocaine bear.
I read that story.
I need to see that movie.
I heard people are either like, it's really fucking weird, or other people are like, it's hilarious.
Ah, okay.
So I think it might depend on the sense of
So
humor.
it might be a primal to where it's just like, oh, this gotta be good. And then
Yeah.
we were bored out of our goddamn mind because we thought the movie was about the cat
And it was
and it was about the Elon
Nicolas
Musk looking
Cage,
dude.
like, upset.
I was not impressed. Oh god.
But yeah,
Ooh,
it was-
okay, that's a bad hit.
It was you that told me it's the guy that did the shorts on customer
Yes,
service.
yeah.
Is in it.
The guy's like, you
his
think
de-
I own IKEA? And that's his debut film.
He's like, I'm halfway through a 2-week notice.
Customer is always right. Yeah, that's why you're on your 5th try trying to push the red button for credit. When does it end, Diane? Do you want the sale from before then, too?
That I hate that. I hate it.
I can feel, like, all of his complaints to the bone. I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yep. I love how IKEA is just like, he doesn't speak on behalf of our employees. And the employee said, I assure you he does.
Like, I wish customers just understood how annoying they can be.
They don't
like,
care.
even when I'm a customer and I do something annoying, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, there was a time I was trying to, like, tap my card, but I was tapping it in the wrong spot.
Err.
And the lady was like, oh, you tap it right there where I forget what she said, like, where the curves are at. And I was like, oh my god, where it says tap here. And she was like, yeah. I was like, I'm so sorry.
I'm using
Like-
all my healing because here's all holy armors. There was a moment yesterday when the guy was unloading flowers off the truck, and he had it like half on and half off the let's just say the bed,
Yeah.
and it flung off. I'm just like, look out! And Brad was just like, too bad that didn't kill me. He said that's probably the only instance when that is ever relevant.
I love
But that
it.
was the perfect moment to use that line. I was just like, yeah, Too bad that didn't kill me.
That's great. Do you guys have pallets
Yes.
that you get rid of? Or do
Uh,
they send them back?
some. So, like, the really good ones we keep. Yes, HP max. Oh. The really good ones we keep. And then, like, the crummy ones we kind of, like, put off towards the dumpsters. And sometimes customers can pick them up if they want. Other times we wait for a truck to come and pick them up.
Okay. I was trying to get 2 pallets to make flower boxes.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I stopped at Giant Eagle and they didn't have any. And then I went to Aldi's and they send theirs back. So like they reuse them.
Gotcha. Oh shit, they're back. Shoo!
And then I just didn't know where to ask.
Hit him in the
After
shoe!
that, I was like, okay.
Yeah, stop on by and I can load them up for you.
Yeah.
Just not allowed to kiss you again.
Are you not allowed, or are they just giving you a hard time?
Is it a little bit of both?
I'm your wife.
But it's just like, don't be doing that on the floor. Don't be doing that in front of customers. Because other people are watching. They're like the angels in the outfield. They're always watching. Come on, Grizzly, get the hell out of the way.
Are they just mad because, like, the men in the store with their wives are like, God damn it.
Maybe. I don't know. All the women are just like, congratulations. So glad that you're married. And all the dudes are just like, All the guys are basically just like, well, downhill from here.
It's funny because they all must assume that I'm normal.
Yeah. Alright, another level up. At least the enemies here give good EXP. Let me tell you.
I never understood that. Men that are like, oh, it's all downhill from here for marriage. Then why are you married?
Yeah, I don't know. Because for some people, like, it's an expectation. It's not like, I want to get married. It's like, well, gotta get married.
Yeah.
So. I was like, no. If I want to marry them, I want to love them.
Yeah.
Why buy the cow? Because you love the cow.
Because you love her.
Alright.
There was a woman that did a skit on, like, why buy the cow.
Oh, really?
And she was like, oh, have you ever heard why buy the cow? Why is it never why buy the hog for a little piece of sausage?
There you go.
She had, like, a whole skit. It was really funny. She was like, if a cow and a pig get in a fight, who do you think is gonna win?
That depends on the pig. Is it like a boar or a warthog? Them things are vicious.
Oh, I know. Whenever we went, I went on vacation with a friend in college, Shelby, and we went to the Caribbean islands, and there's wild boar there, and it's like,
can I cheat this?
We were in a tour bus, and the tour bus had like a cage around it.
Oh.
And when we asked, we were like, okay, what
Can
is...
Oh, yeah. Okay, go on.
We were like, what is this cage for? And they're like, oh, it's to protect you from the wildlife. And I was thinking, like, okay, are there like lions or something? Like, what are we expecting? And they were like, oh, it's for the boar and the iguanas. And I was like, pigs and lizards? Like, really? And then the boars, they were like ramming the bus.
Yep.
And they hit hard. Like, they were teetering that bus.
I believe it.
And then the iguanas would like just fall out of the sky and like start attacking the cage of the bus. And I was like, oh my god,
Yeah,
this
iguanas,
is terrifying.
Both of those animals have ridiculous temperaments.
They are very aggressive.
Yep.
And my sister's friend growing up had an iguana. And so in my head, I was like, I know how big an iguana is. No. No, I did not.
Nope.
I wasn't expecting an
That was
alligator-sized lizard to fall from the sky.
That is quite correct. Oh my god, have you ever seen the video of the news anchor that's like trying to hold the alligator and it's squirming and the caretaker's like, hold it tight. He's like, I am.
No.
I feel bad for the dude because he's just like, I am. And he's just struggling to keep hold of this
feel like
alligator.
It's so hard to fathom how strong animals are. Like, even little ones. Like, you see a little baby alligator and you're just like, oh, it's so small and cute. Yeah, but it's all muscle.
They've got that dexterity.
It will kill you.
It will try.
Like,
it understands that, like, if it's down to you and it's down to me, I'm going to give everything I got.
yeah. But even, like, sharks, like fish and
Yes.
things like that, people will be like, oh, well, it's not so big. Yeah, but it's strong as fuck. And
Yes.
it has very sharp teeth.
Indeed. I'm, like, crumbling this golem. After you hit it so many times, its legs fall off.
I like
and then
that it just crawls away.
Yep. Just slinks away. But you're not getting away from me. I need your EXP.
Have you seen the video on how generations answer the door?
No.
Okay. So it's the same guy playing all the parts, but it's like boomers, and he's in the garden with like his little sun hat on, and the doorbell rings, and he's like, oh, someone's here to visit. And he like gets up and takes his hat off and answers the door. And then it's like Gen Xers. The doorbell rings and they check their phone for like the porch camera to see who it is. And then it's like millennials, the doorbell rings and he like slides off the chair and like drags his body into a different room. And then it's like Gen Z, the doorbell rings and they don't even like acknowledge that it happened.
Yeah. They're probably like, what the fuck was that?
What's a doorbell?
What's a doorbell?
I lost it for the millennial one and I was like, yeah, that is absolutely correct.
That's pretty funny. Huh, do I want... By the way, don't slide there. It takes you to the beginning of the game.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's nice to like come full circle, but not right now when I'm trying to get ready for the boss. I want to go up here.
Ooh, you got the knife.
No, not the knife. Anything but the knife. What I'd like is the cross. But I don't think there's a cross in this area.
The cross and the axe were my favorite.
I'm wondering if I want to use the holy water for this boss or the axe. Guess we're trying holy water. Now we're just gonna gung-ho all the way back to the left. We got full health. Oh, shit.
Don't lose your health now.
Well, there is a save room right above the boss.
Okay.
So we're gonna go back to the save room first, I do believe. That way I can replenish my MP. And then we can take on the boss with full stats and see how we do. Again, all the bosses from that dragon onward are pretty tough.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the boss. So up here, excuse me. Ooh. Damn it.
I don't know what I was expecting, like a
Shit.
Mario, like how you can jump on them and kill it, like...
No, there's certain abilities in some Castlevania games where you can like do like a dive kick.
Okay.
And then you like kick off of them, and that does damage. But most of the time, you gotta use your weapons. You can't jump on them.
Okay.
There's a lot of platformers I'm like, okay, can I jump on the enemy or can I not? It's good to know. Or do I have to throw something? Like Adventure Island's one of them. You have to throw tomahawks and stuff like that, or boomerangs.
Okay.
If you jump on them, that counts as a hit and you die. So yeah, not all games are like Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
All right, here we go. The boss of the underground warehouse is...
A portrait! Oh, I was researching
death.
the hell out of that picture
Oh,
from the
yeah?
last episode.
Okay,
Like, fixated on it for several hours.
that is true. I can... Oh my god.
Ooh. And I think what caught my attention was the colors, because that was really, really common in like the late Gothic, early Renaissance period, were those colors, and the shapes. But the closest picture I found that I was like, maybe this is what I was thinking, is called The Descent of Dante.
Okay.
And it has like in the center, it has Virgil wearing a red cloak, and then it has Dante wearing like a brown cloak, and there's a tree behind him, and so like it had the colors and the shapes and the correct spots, but it was a very different picture.
Okay.
So I mean, kudos to the art director
Thanks again.
for that attention to detail.
Yeah. I don't know what this painting is, though. This is a different beast entirely. Uh-oh.
And there were like so many different forums that I like found myself in of people being like, "What is this painting?" And I was like, "What is this painting?" No one
So
ever
you weren't
like
alone.
Yeah. Apparently it was a really common question of like what are the paintings based off of. I think the closest response that I found was that all of the paintings have something to do with the descent to hell.
Okay.
So, but apparently none of them are like pixel replicas of any specific artwork.
He's like slowing me down. Ow! He's got like a big old praying mantis like turtle form.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm doing. Oh shit!
No.
That's a game over. All right, in the next episode, we're gonna get that cross so that we can beat him properly.
Definitely.
See you then.
Toodles.